Today's video I will explain when we add more than one containers in our Kubernetes project, then what problem we face, then how we can overcome this problem. This situation I will show step by step. So here we can see here is a Laravel application which I deploy in Kubernetes containers. So first I want to run this project, then explain some files where we deploy the containers. So let me open the project in VS Code. So first we'll create a Dockerfile. This Dockerfile just is like PSP 8.3 image take, then working directory var www, then install some dependency for like installing and running Laravel project, then working directory, then we do some like command like www dash data, and www dash data is make the group ownership, or www slash storage, and www bootstraps as cache. So this is like a common task when we are running a container from the Dockerfile. So this Dockerfile will create a Laravel container or pod. Then here is another container is nginx. There is also Dockerfile. It's just take nginx image and do some command and run the nginx container. And this all images are already I published in my Docker Hub. So in my Kubernetes file there is like deployment file. So deployment file is just run a Laravel image, and this is my image DevOps /PSP Laravel, and it's also a service. Then this is the nginx image and nginx service. So like this project I already explained my previous video. So if you want to know how this things doing, so you have to check my previous video. This video I only explain the problem issue we face when we add one or more container and how we fix the issue. So, and there is another like MySQL container. So it's a previous volume and the container running and the service of the MySQL. So let me run the project first, then we see what problem is going on, then how we can fix the issue I will explain. Let me run this project first. So this file will like run the Laravel project and nginx container. Then we need MySQL. So like all container going to running, this is going to creating. We need to wait a few more seconds to up the container. Let me pause the video. After a few minutes wait, we can see my all pods are running now. So before running the Laravel project, we need to run a command. So please be MySQL artisan. Migrate this command need to run from this Laravel pod. So kubectl exec. So I want to run this pod. Then PHP artisan migrate. So migration is completed. So now I can run the project. So we know we have to run like this service. So minikube service nginx. So this project is running in this file. So we see the project is completely running. So we can register one account. So like d3 at gmail.com. We just put a simple password. So we can click register. Say, so we go to profile page. So now if I refresh the page, I can easily view the page. But when one or more port is running, then the problem is be arrive. Let me add one more port. So we are here. So kubectl scale 1 minute. Project name Laravel. So kubectl get all. So we see one more container is creating. Let me wait a few minutes. Now we see our port is running. So both Laravel ports are running. So if I go to the web page now, so if I refresh, then sometimes I'll feel login and sometimes the page is coming. So refresh. Let me the profile again. So sometimes is login page and sometimes the logged in. So this is the problem. So why this problem is happening? Let me explain by one image. So like this is our project. So when Nginx like send the data to pod 1 and again say pod 2, the problem is the session is when send the pod 1, the session is created here. So when the pod is Nginx pod send to pod 2, the session file is not available there, then the problem is coming that this program like application want to log in again. So how we can overcome this? We can overcome this like we can create another Redis pod here, and in this Redis pod we will like a session data will run here. So the session file will be there. So when the Nginx send the pod, this pod 1, the already session is there, so no problem will be happen. And again when send the pod 2, no problem will happen. So if we add another container like p3, then no problem will happen because our session data will be here. So now let me create the Redis pod and see what's going on. Okay, so we are in our project. So here we already have a Redis deployment file. So this file just create this container, just Redis image 7 Alpine, and just create the Redis service 6379. At first we need to run the container, then we need to modify some our like image like Dockerfile and environment file. Let me do this. So in my VS Code, we need to change first like in Dockerfile. This is the Docker for like Laravel app, and that was for Nginx. So let me close this one. So Laravel app. So in this app, we need to like do some extra add. Copy. For running Redis, we need to add some stuff there. So this actually need to install. And for this one is I just only for when the port is created, that time I need to run this command. So I need to put this command in Dockerfile. Then extra I don't need to add the command again after the pod is created. So in a Docker file, we need to add these things, and like in my Laravel application is located is this app folder. So if I expand the app folder, then I have to go .env file. So here is something need to change for enable Redis. So let me check. So here we see the Redis port is 637 and already there, but the Redis host is the local IP. So we need to change the Redis container name. So Redis, and we need to add more, change something like a session driver. We need to change Redis, and a queue connection also from synchronized to Redis, and file system disk before that session data will be run in the container file system. So we will also change the Redis. So basically like we changed these 5 things. So file system disk Redis, queue connection Redis, and server driver Redis, and also the Redis host Redis, and Redis port already is 67 when there. One thing I want to make sure that when we create the Docker image now, it will be working fine. But sometimes there is some problem happening. So here is some more file where Redis is configured. One is like this config then database. This file sometimes basically make me problem, because let me scroll down. So because sometimes this 6379 is showing the string mark. So if that thing happen, then there will be error. So let me change the from string to numeric. Okay, so for safe side I will do this. So like if you face any issue, then make sure this file 6379 is numeric option. So now let me create the Docker image and push the Docker image to my Docker hub, and then create the application again. Then we will see the problem will be gone. So let me, so this is my, let me make sure I save the Docker file. Save. 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 So let me create the Docker image now. So my Docker file is here, so I can, so Docker build -t php Laravel. So my Docker file here, so I need to put dot here. So we need to wait a little bit. Let me pause. So around 3 minutes wait, then my image is created. So let me check Docker image ls. So we see the PHP Laravel is just created 19 seconds ago. So now we want to tag this image. So Docker tag. So my old image name is this. So 1, 2. So make sure spelling is correct. Steps. Okay. So now I need to push this image. So Docker push. So again, we need to wait like few more minutes. Let me pause the video. So our push is done. So let me get all. So these are all running. So we need to change the image. For that purpose, we need to redeploy the deployment file, or we just roll out the command. So settle rollout, start, then deployment. Our deployment is Laravel-app. Okay, kubectl rollout, restart, deployment. So kubectl get all. So we can see the old container is will be destroyed, and the new container will be creating. The first it will be create the container, then destroy the one, then again create the one, that destroy the one. Let me check again. Still container creating. It will take some time, like around 2 minutes. So let me pause the video again. So now we'll see all pods are running. Just 27 seconds ago and 56 seconds. So now let me check the page again. Okay, what problem? So I think we forget to run the Redis container. Let me check. So we didn't run the Redis container Redis service. So let me run the Redis file. So kubectl apply -f K8s Redis. So kubectl get all. So now the Redis pod and Redis service is running. So let me check again. Refresh the page. This page is running. So I think let me create one again. So t5@gmail.com. So go to profile page. So if I refresh the page now, you can see I can going to refresh several times, and this page is still in the same page. It's not going to the login page or something. So our application is working properly now. So this is the video for how we can fix the issue, and this thing happened in our professional Kubernetes products. So when the session issue will happen, we will add the Redis container. There is a same few other way to overcome this solution, but this one is the most recommended way. In the next video, I will explain auto scaling. So auto scaling is what when the application usage is going high, the pod will be created automatically. So when the application is going down, the pod will destroy automatically. So everything will be happen automatically. So this auto scaling option I will explain in my next video. I hope this video will help your learning. So if you feel this video will helpful, please subscribe my channel and like the video. So up to next video, best of luck.